Welcome back to Copper Star Precision, the channel dedicated to getting you more points at your competitive shooting matches. Today we're going over the NRL22 December 2023 Course of Fire. This is stage 3 and the book is called Up on the Rooftop. 10-round stage. I'll put the target sizes here. There's a restriction on this stage. It says no part of your body or equipment may touch the ground. And this is one of the more complicated and more difficult stages of the match. And it can lead you into some sort of analysis paralysis. So good to have a game plan going in. We're on the rooftop, and the stage description is as follows. On the start signal, you will ascend the rooftop and alternate between the KYL rack and the far target with one shot each. You will start with your choice of target on the KYL rack and then engage the far target, i.e. choice of KYL, far, etc. You must announce which target on the KYL you are engaging initially before starting and when you make a target change. And for safety, the rifle may be handed to or retrieved from the competitor when ascending and descending. So I don't have a typical rooftop here, so I just have a 8 table kind of propped up like this, and kind of where I have the rifle now is kind of my setup that I like to go to when it comes to rooftop stages. So some sort of bag up front that stays on here, and then another point of contact rear support. So you're gonna have to find out, depending on the pitch of the rooftop, what's going to work for you. Sometimes if I can't get, I don't have a big enough bag or something doesn't work on here, I'll have another bag underneath the pistol grip, or sometimes I'll even just hold my hand under the pistol grip. But having a bag is definitely going to be much more stable. And what's nice about these Armageddon Gear sticky game changers is they don't really slide. As you notice, if I put the non-sticky side on, it has a chance to slide, but if you put the sticky side on, it doesn't move very much at all. So having that kind of helps. Most rooftops have carpet on the top of them, so they don't really slide that much. But essentially here, you have to make a decision, because the rules are that you engage the KOL target first, and there's different point values depending on how small of a target you want to go. So you're going to get full 10 points for the 1/4 inch target, 8 points for the 1/2 inch, 6 points for the 3/4, and 4 points for the 1 inch target. So there's a maximum of 100 total points if you shoot the 1/4 inch 5 times and the far target 5 times. The far target is 10 points if you hit it, 0 if you miss it. So really you just have to come up with a game plan. Do you feel comfortable with the accuracy of your rifle to hit the 1/4 inch KOL target? Is there switching winds, which is going to blow you off target one way or the other? Luckily it's only at 35 yards, and having a really stable position is going to really help with that. So my dope for 35 yards, because it's closer to my 0, I actually have to dial down. So I dial down 1/10 of a mil. And the other target is actually pretty generous, 1.5 inch at 50 yards. Most rifles can hold 1/2 inch group, even a 1 inch group at 50 yards. Kind of the standard of accuracy is probably about 1/2 inch, 6/10 of an inch. So given that generous target size, I'm not even gonna try holding over. I'm just gonna hold center. So I'm dialed down 1/10 for the KOL target, which is harder to hit. And if you hold center, you're probably going to be hitting that target unless the wind is doing crazy things. You still have to make a good wind call, but as far as elevation, I would just dial down for the 35-yard target and hold straight up for the far target, which is only at 50 yards. But as far as that goes, you just need to have confidence in your system. And depending on that, I'm probably going to go for the 1/4 inch. It's all about getting a stable position. And again, that 2 points of contact here on the rooftop. So we're on the rooftop. For safety reasons, if you feel like you need to have someone hand you the rifle, that's totally fine. And we're just gonna use this bag for squeezing for elevation. We're gonna find that 1/4 inch target. I'm probably gonna be zoomed in, parallax set, and just make good clean breaks. And then we're gonna go to the far target. Now, if your parallax is set for the near target, your far target parallax may be off. In fact, it probably will be, especially if you're zoomed in. So maybe instead of changing the parallax, because you're gonna have to keep changing parallax back and forth, it's probably easier just to back off the magnification. And what that's gonna do is 2 things. 1, it's gonna allow you to find the far target faster. And 2, the less zoomed in your scope, the wider depth of field you have. So if I'm on, in this case, 24 power, which is the maximum of the scope when I'm engaging the 1/4 inch target, if I back off to 16 power, just a quick turn of the focus ring, that 50-yard target should come into focus. So this stage is only complicated because it's as complicated as you want to make it. So if you want to go for glory, maximum points, 1/4 inch, you're gonna have to make good, clean hits. And if you aren't hitting the 1/4 inch, maybe you decide halfway through, announce to the spotters, hey, I'm gonna go to the 1/2 inch instead for 8 points. So again, relatively straightforward stage, but can be complicated depending on how complicated you make it. Again, 2 points of contact, super stable, get nice and comfortable on the rooftop. Don't let anything, the floor is lava, don't let your body or equipment touch the ground, and just make good clean hits. That second target should be almost a gimme. 1.5 inch at 50 yards. Your rifle should be able to hit that all day. So really take your time and focus on the KYL targets. They're much harder to hit. And then, I mean, don't send rounds down range willy-nilly, but I wouldn't try not to spend as much time on the 50-yard target, because it should be easy to hit and get back to getting a nice, good position, good fundamentals, good breathing, nice crisp trigger pull, all that good stuff with the KYL rack. Hope these tips and tricks help. If they do, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe while you're down there. And until I see you next time, as always, score more points.